Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. And in the last episode, we actually completed the chapter Wooden Cavalry, also known as Chapter 13, and also known for giving us two new characters. And who we gained in the last one was actually Astrum, which is one that I did know about because of Fire Emblem Heroes, and then Beck, a completely new character I only knew because of the Ballistican thing that I was so happy to thinking I was gonna get like a 10 range unit. Nope. Jake put my hopes up so far up, and then when I actually found out it's just a heavy armored unit, archer that only moves 4 spaces, I was like, eh. If I knew the boots were gonna be a thing, I maybe would have used one, but I feel like 9 movement drawing is a lot more fun. I'm just gonna be honest. But I'm actually working with a new setup right now. I'm actually going to be continuing to mess around with my setup for the next couple episodes, so if I sound a little off, it's because I'm kind of getting used to my new stuff. Well, technically, right now I'm using the same microphone and the same webcam. The only thing different is instead of my microphone being over here-ish, it's actually over there. And it's actually hanging off my bed frame right now, and it's actually pretty cool, actually. It makes it feel more like a studio now, if I'll be completely honest. But with that, let's head into the next chapter. I have a nice little bookmark with all our units. We won't be using Astrum, and we won't be using Beck. I feel like using them really won't help us out. So, with that, we're just bringing Caeda back in, 14 units, and let's do this. The Land of Sorrow, Chapter 14. Gra had always been a staunch ally to Altea, but as Altea fought Grust, Gra backstabbed Altea. Altea's army was taken by surprise. King Cornelius and Falchion disappeared in the ensuing chaos. 2 years later have elapsed. Since that tragedy, Marth has finally arrived at Gra Bastion to confront the treacherous King Giol, who has barricaded himself in. Okay, so the guy all the way at the bottom left that we saw in the last episode at the small little thing that we saw when we got a little bit of a sneak peek of this chapter. So this little general guy, the guy with 16 defense, 15 weapon level. I still don't know why you need weapon level. I'm just gonna be honest, I still have yet to figure out if you really even need it, to be honest. But we did find out one thing here. We will be getting the White Wings in this chapter. I make sure each episode just in case, so we don't fall behind on any of that, but we did fall behind in one certain way. I didn't get any bridge keys when I should have, because I thought about it when we did the Princess Minerva chapter. I even brought it up, because I didn't know what a bridge key would be used for. I knew that would be able to bring down a bridge, but I haven't seen anything that would be like that, and this is the first chapter in, what was it, 14 chapters that even had any sort of bridge, so I'm gonna hope that maybe Marth can open up bridges. I'm gonna say he probably can't, but it's always worth a shot. Okay, Marth, but we're gonna start with Marth for our first movement, and just move our units as slow as possible because of the fact that where they are placed at the moment, we actually have to go all the way around because of the fact that if you don't have the bridge key, you gotta go all the way around. And thankfully, there's a good reason to go on this side because apparently that's where the White Wings are gonna spawn. So that makes it easier for us to get to them. Thankfully, we do have a lot of units that can run, so thankfully Dronk, since he has 9 movement, he can just run right through that little piece of grass there. So we actually don't have to worry about that whatsoever. But the one thing that we do have to worry about is getting rid of this Ballistican before he can do anything. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing, because we do not need to be dealing with Ballisticans, and actually it's not even the strong ones, it's actually a really easy one to deal with. So this actually might not be the worst case scenario, actually, due to the fact that the stone hoisters were only doing like 2 damage to most of our units, due to the fact that we have some really good defense for the most part. So actually, I don't think we're gonna have to worry too much here. And we actually got 14 strength now. I didn't get to check the entire level. Actually, I think we went up defense too. No, we didn't. We were always at 17, I think. Okay, so far that's pretty much set in stone there. The only thing we really need to worry about is maybe getting rid of him, just so we don't have to deal with him, because he can hit us from the other side, so maybe it would be better that we just get him out of here. So, Wendell, all you have to do is use one of your blizzards, and we'll be pretty much set in stone here, buddy. So, just use one of your blizzards, freeze him to death, and get a critical, too. So, you literally turned him into an icicle. Good job, buddy. Okay, perfect. Who can we leave behind to just look at the houses? Because we usually check those. Honestly, I think Hardin, because he is a paladin and he has 10 movement, so we don't have to worry too much about his movement. So, Hardin, you check out this one.
They say the shops will, I'll give you half off if you have a silver card. Sounds too good to me. True if you ask me.
True, you say. Silver card? Don't think I've ever heard of one of those. I don't really need half-off items, but I guess it's nice to have if you don't have it.
I've heard that once you reach level 10, you can change jobs. Cavaliers,
I can't say that.
Cavaliers can become paladins, mercenaries, and can become heroes. There's more, but I forgot.
Well, we already knew that, but thanks, I guess. If you didn't know about any of that, that's actually really nice to know if this is like your first Fire Emblem game. If you didn't know about reclassing and things like that, so actually that's just nice to know. Because usually it is level 10. I don't know if there's any game where it's less than that. They're probably not. Everyone I've played has always been level 10, so I'm gonna guess that since this is the very first Fire Emblem, I'm gonna guess that it's been level 10 forever, and never has been a chance to ever be lower than that. So we don't need anything from the convoys, so we just keep going. And turn, and let's see what the enemy ends up doing. Honestly, what I think we should do is, for the next couple turns, change the speed for the enemy's movement to 2 times, just due to the fact that we're just going to be running our units through the trees here. It might save us some time, because it's going to take a couple turns just to even go through all the trees, if I'll be completely honest, because they do limit your movements. So, it could be a bad thing, it could be a good thing, who knows. As long as we don't get attacked every turn, I think we should be fine, but there is archers, and I think they'll be able to hit through that wall. I'm not too sure. There's only one way for me to check, and that's by using Wolf, since he's our only ranged unit in the... Nope, we can't even check, because he's not close enough. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we do have a javelin. Wait a minute, we might be able to. Yeah, we can. Okay, so they do attack you through the wall. Okay, that's actually good to know. I wasn't sure if that was like a castle wall where it's like actually enclosed, but it might actually be like that, but it might have those little murder hole things on the side of it, like a lot of the olden time castles had, which is actually kind of cool if that is the case, because usually you don't see that nowadays, because, what do you call it, we don't have castles anymore. The only castles we have is, what is it, like, we have the Queen of England, which that's at. Actually, there's a couple castles in Europe, isn't there? I don't live there, so I wouldn't know exactly how many. I know there's a couple at least. But let's see here, because there's a couple princes and queens and earls and stuff like that over there, so... I don't know the exact thing, so I'm not going to make a complete guess on that, because I honestly don't know anything about Europe. I've always wanted to check it out, though, like, go up there and see what's going on over there, because I always hear really cool things about Europe and things like that, so honestly, if I ever get the chance, I really do want to check it out. I also want to check out Japan. That's always been a plan of mine, and hopefully once this whole virus is over, and my school opens up their little thing that lets you study abroad and stuff like that, I might actually get to go see Japan at some point. That would be really cool, because I think they would approve me due to the fact that I have a really good... Wait a minute. How come you can run across the water? Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. That's good to know. So heroes can go over water. Even though this is a broken bridge, you wouldn't think you would be able to walk over it, but apparently, heroes have the same ability as the pirate class. That's really good. I did not expect that. Okay, Unless that's just a normal thing, and it's just, like, letting us go through it for some reason. I honestly don't know why, but that's still good. Marth can actually go through water last time, that one time that we did that, so honestly, I'm gonna try it just to see if it lets me do it. Because I honestly think that's supposed to be a thing, or it was just a fluke and it happened that one time, because it did happen. I do remember it, and I don't know which episode it was, and I keep remembering on that, because I always say, oh, we should be able to go through here, and then sometimes it doesn't work. So let's see here. I don't think Caeda will be able to deal with this by herself. It really depends. How much attack do you have, and how much defense? You have the same strength. You might not hit me, actually. What are you using? You're using a javelin. Actually, we might actually be able to fight him then. If he's only using a javelin, that means this makes this a easier fight to deal with, due to the fact that the silver lance and also us being in the water makes us have a higher chance of dodging. So honestly, he shouldn't be able to hit us, due to the fact that we're always going to double, no matter what, unless we run into another unit with 20 speed, and holding a less weighted weapon, which, honestly, we're perfectly fine there, honestly, if due to that being the case. Okay, you can actually just get rid of this guy for me. Thank you, Minerva. You just do you. Since you're pretty much, fine and dandy at whatever you're doing, because, honestly, I don't even have to worry where I put you, because every time I put you somewhere, you just do whatever you do and just one-shot everything, pretty much. Actually, you did have a couple problems with some enemies, but I usually, because it's only when we actually have to worry about archers is when Minerva's actually at a part that she actually does have to worry about where she goes. Like I said, I'm actually going to turn on the 2-speed for the enemy units, just due to the fact that we do have to go around this big bend over here. So the music's going to be a little off for a second, so just bear with that for a second, and then it should be back to normal, and free experience. Hey, I wasn't even planning that. That was going to be, like, Lena's first level in, like, maybe 5 to 6 chapters, since I haven't been focusing on that since we did that one thing of training for her. Because I got her up to level 17 for a reason, just to save us some time. So, Marth, can you white? Yes, you can. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That actually works. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Because this saves us so much time, due to the fact that Marth can go through here. Oh, but what about the village? I gotta go back up there, don't I? You know what? Actually, turn back this turn. Now I think about it, yeah. I gotta go to that village anyways, so... And also, I need to go to the left side of the map anyways, due to the fact that Paula and Katria are going over there. But then, honestly, the only reason why I did that was because I just really wanted to know that if I can go over the water or not. So that's actually good to know, since I was really wondering about that. So it does answer my suspicion, so you can only go over certain piles of water, it looks like. Like, you can go in the water, but it looks like maybe you can only cross water with certain characters by only, if it's at least 2 movement, I think? I don't know, honestly. It's like somewhere around there, is what I'm guessing. Because certain units can go through it, but sometimes they can't walk into the water for some reason. And I think it's because maybe they aren't able to actually stand technically on the water panels, but their movement allows them to go into there for some reason. Which, honestly, it just helps. Also, we're going to use Drog to just throw another javelin over the wall, because, honestly, this is funny seeing Drog just throw javelins. Since usually he's not the unit we used to deal with these enemies, to be completely honest, so it's kind of funny seeing him do things. You got some skill, always good, and max HP. What is your skill now, actually? Oh, 6 skill. That's pitiful, but you know what, honestly, at least you got something going on, buddy. I'm gonna move you up here so we can fit some more units in there, because it looks like maybe Abel might be able— nope. Abel won't be, but I think— nope, not even you. I want Marth to go the furthest, honestly. Because we need to be able to go as far as we can, and oh wait, that's Lena. I thought I selected Marth there. Okay, so wherever— I think that's Abel, yeah. So Abel, you go here. You wait there. Let Marth go as far as possible. He needs to be the front runner. Wait, why can't he go any further now? Okay, I'm confused. Okay, so let's see here. I thought it was like one more movement than that, but apparently I was wrong. Okay, and then, honestly, I guess Merrick? Yeah, Merrick, you're fine, I guess. So Merrick there. I don't think any other unit can go over the water. Yeah, they can't, so just to move our units a small bit, just try and get them through as much as we can, because we kind of just have to pile them in. I wish if we were on the other side of the bridge, you can lower the drawbridge kind of thing. That would be really nice, honestly, because that would save us some movements. Because, due to the fact that we're over here, you would think we would just be able to, yeah, just press it, and then down goes the drawbridge, and then we can kind of deal with the rest of this. That would definitely help us, I'll be honest. Okay, you can just Silver Sword this guy, I think. I think you'll do enough damage that it really won't matter what we do here, because you're going to double him anyways, and you should have a really high chance of critting, due to the fact that apparently luck and skill goes into critting in this game when you're doing your own crits, unlike in the other ones where luck only gives you a chance to dodge crits. So honestly, I'll take it. Skill and luck helping me out. He has like so much of it that honestly it just gives us free crit. And if that's the case, that's basically what I'm reading off of when I was looking at what stats do in this game, because certain stats I was wondering about, like how luck works in this game, and that's how apparently it does. Because it's like something like luck divided by skill by 2 or something like that, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the exact numbers, it was a while ago, I think like a week. Oof. Was that just skill? Ugh. That's nasty. Just 1 skill out of that, that's really bad. Could have been much better, but I can live with it, honestly. And that looks like our turn, so we'll just end our turn there. Let the archers do whatever, because they're just going to throw something at us and then leave us alone, maybe. They're using Fortify, okay. I believe that is a... what do you call it? I believe that's a big area of effect heal, I think? I think that's what Fortify is. That's what I remember it being in 3 houses, but honestly, it could be something completely different in this game, so I'm just gonna go with that. Silver Sword, just get rid of this guy. We need as low amount of archers to deal with as possible, because it makes it so we can move freely without having to worry about our turns being wasted, because the archers are just shooting at us, and we can't attack them back, so honestly, it just saves us some time, and more strength. Okay, Minerva, you're doing good on strength now. Aren't you? Wait a minute. 15 strength. Does that mean... Wait a minute, it was either Navarre. No, Navarre isn't it. It's Hardin or her that's the the highest attack in our team now. Minerva has single-handedly taken Hardin's spot as highest strength. Wow. Well, unless you count Bantu in a 16 might weapon, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't make him the powerhouse that you would think he is, because he doesn't have any stats compared to that, because they're using weapons with might as well as having high strength. So Bantu is high in the levels, but if you counted his weapon just straight up, it would make him, I think, 18 might. It's 16 strength, so yeah, 18. So technically he's 18 strength. But the thing is that's all he has. He can get more strength. I think it's a 10% chance, though. It's 10% for strength, HP, and defense, I believe, is what the exact numbers are, I believe, but I could be wrong. Okay, Marth, I need you to go as far as you possibly can. It looks like we can get some free hits on some archers here, so I'm gonna do that for sure. And apparently Hellfire is actually a really good tome. Apparently it's gonna be exactly like our Excalibur, based on what I looked at for the might for it, so that sounds really cool. Because, Excalibur, when... Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, well, it told me... Oh, no. It said that it's gonna be like it. That's what it said. Well, 9's a little bit off of what Excalibur was. Excalibur was 13, so honestly, it's not the worst thing. Could be better, but I honestly don't mind it. Because, honestly, as long as we're doing damage and they're not doing too much to us, we're perfectly fine where we are, because Merrick has some pretty hefty HP. He has low defense, yes, but he's got some really hefty HP. Because here, I'll show you, 35 is not anything to scoff at, honestly. Because Hardin, he only has 24, but He also has, 14 strength, 15 defense, or 15 speed, and 12 defense. He's perfectly fine by himself. He doesn't need anything. But Merrick, he just needs his weapon and his HP, and that's it. And his speed and skill, because he can also crit with those weapons as well, which is terrifying to think of. I would definitely not want to be critted by any of those units, but definitely can happen. I don't think moving Drog too far ahead of Marth is a good idea. We'll throw him here. But just in case, due to the fact that we do know the White Wings are spawning on the left side of the map, it said it's going to be on the left side where the throne room is. That's what I read on the map, so I don't know the exact spot, I'm just guessing where it is. But due to that kind of being the case, I'm going to be careful where we do place Drog just in case, so they don't just run themselves on his javelin, because he does have a long-range weapon equipped right now, and I don't know what they're holding. And also I have a feeling this mage is just going to use Fortify again, which she definitely could. They're attacking Marth now, but 1 damage is not going to affect him, and 5 damage on that one, that's a different story. But, whew, okay, see, we weren't able to do anything anyway, so speeding up that turn really didn't matter. It just made it take less time, honestly, so it saves us a little bit of time there. Okay, so far so good. Let's see here. We need to make sure to get one of these archers. I want to... I believe Wendell? Yeah, Wendell. Wendell can't get there, though. How about Hardin? Does he have a javelin? Yes, he does. Okay. I want you to throw your javelin, buddy, since he is only on low HP. You should maybe be able to double in case, but I don't think you will need to because you just one-shotted him anyways. Oh, well, he was already low anyways, but honestly, it just helps out. Okay, so you go there because you can't do anything. Let's see here. 22. I want to get rid of that guy. I don't think Abel's gonna do that by himself. How about this archer? That archer's at 10. As long as Wolf attacks this guy with his silver bow or... actually, steel bow. Because steel bow has a higher chance of hitting. It's better to just shoot that at him. Because then 12 damage, which is always nice. Down goes that guy. We also get a level out of it. Level 16 strength, always good. Luck, defense, cool. You do have a 50% chance of getting strength, so I would hope that you would almost get one every level, but honestly, I don't trust you at getting that because of the fact that you've missed it out on it so many times since we've had you. And I don't know why you do that. Honestly, I want to go Bologna. I remember that doing some damage in the last episode, so let's try it out. If he hits, he's going to do some pretty hefty damage here, because 12 damage is not bad at all, unless he misses the next one. Thankfully, when you miss, it seems like you keep the charge of your last attack, so honestly, at least we get to keep that, so it could be worse. Does Lena have any speed? I don't know. 13. Okay, will this guy somehow double me if I move you? No, he won't. Will he one-shot her? That is a different story, who knows? I'm not even gonna try it. How about Minerva? I might be able to throw Minerva in here, and I can. Okay, that saves us some time. Okay, Silver Sword, just get rid of this guy. I just want him out of the map so we don't have to worry about them just wasting our turns while we're trying to walk through. Because he's always gonna attack someone that can't attack him back. 20 damage, that's basically, yeah, that was his entire health bar in one attack. Wow, I like Minerva. Minerva knows exactly what I'd like her to do. Okay, perfect. We're done with that side, now we just gotta deal with the right side here. Honestly, I don't think Caeda can just deal with that archer by herself. Actually, I don't think that's an archer, I think that's a sniper, actually. We haven't used the snipers too much, so honestly, yeah, it is a sniper. Okay, hey buddy. Well, you can stay far away from me then. Okay, we really don't need Navarre to do anything, so Navarre, you just make your way this way, I guess. And now we just need to get our team through this little bend here. We need to go to the village first, though. So, no one else move. We do what we do. Oh, here we go. They're making their way now. Okay, so the best thing we can do here, honestly, would just be to throw Marth into a place that he can be in both of their range, and then throw Drog here, I think. I believe this should work. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna end turn, though, immediately. Because as long as we're standing still, they talk to us. Here we go. Hello, Prince Marth. It has been a while. Do you remember me? I'm Caeda. I was waiting for Princess Minerva's order before joining your army. I look forward to fighting together. I will do all that I can. And here comes Pala.
I'm pleased to meet you, Prince Marth. I'm Pal of the White Wings. As soon as we heard that Princess Maria was safe, my sister Caeda and I left Macedon. Just as she promised you, Caeda and I will join your fight alongside Princess Minerva. However, our youngest sister S still has not returned from Grust. If she makes it back, the three of us will show you how we can light up the battlefield together.
That definitely sounds cool, but I don't think they're gonna have their special ability that they would have, because they do have something special that I do know about because of the fact that, all three units are supposedly able to do a triangle attack, and if they're, I believe when they're all around, if they like completely surround a unit, they can, activate it, is what I think it is, but I don't think this game would have that ability. I just don't think it would be coded. I'm just gonna be honest, so I'm gonna say that probably that doesn't happen in this game, but it would be cool, honestly, but we wouldn't, there's no point in having, what is it, 5 flying units when there's been a lot of archers throughout this entire game so far, so honestly it just seems like a bad thing. Who are you?
Are you Prince Marth of Altea? I have a request for you. This tome belongs to one Bishop Boa of Arcanea. Heimler of Gross got hold of it, and has come to be in my possession. Please return it to the Bishop for me. One more thing, watch over Princess Nina. Your attention to this would-be put my mind at ease. I shall take my leave of you. We will meet again.
Is that who I think it is? I don't know if that's who I think it is. He did say he'll see me again. Wait, was that Camus, or Camus, or however you want to say his name? Apparently how you say his name is Camus, but honestly, it's spelled Camus. If you're reading in English, when you go for English pronunciation, it's Camus, I'm gonna be honest, but for some reason, apparently it's Camus, and I don't understand that because, what do you call it? US usually is pronounced us. So an us sound would be cam, us. You see what I say? Like, I don't understand pronunciation in the English language. It's never the same, and it's always changing no matter what thing you're looking at, no matter what thing you're doing, it's going to always have a different way to say it, and it's never going to be the same for some reason. I don't understand that, and I understand why people that aren't, like, their first language isn't English, why it's so hard to learn our language, because of the fact that we have so many sayings in our language in general, that, like, even just a random lingo, that we make words up all the time. So, like, yo, yo, hi, hey, we have so many different ways to say hi, and honestly, someone that that's never heard English before is gonna have like the hardest time learning all the different types of lingo and stuff. I honestly feel bad, because honestly half the time I don't even understand English, because there's so many words in our dictionary, and half the time they're taken from other languages like French or Spanish. So honestly, it's like so hard to keep on track on what you're saying and making sure that what you're saying actually makes sense half the time, if I'll be completely honest. And it also looks like curates really do dodge a lot of attacks here. He has 5 speed. How much oh, he has 7 defense. Okay. I was actually surprised that he survived, because Lena only has 3, so I'm not used to having one secondary healer that is like them, where they don't have to worry about where they move or whatever. Do you have a key? No, he doesn't. The one unit that can run their way right over here doesn't have a key. How sad. And just feels bad. I don't need to go to the armory. I want to check the shop though. I might as well. I want to check the shop first, since we do have to kind of wait here. Oh, there is a door key in here. I don't think I can put it in my inventory, though. Yep, I'm full. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we can check the armory now, since we do get to keep our move even though we check the shop. So honestly, might as well check it. Steel bows, silver bows. Ooh, okay. I haven't been able to buy those yet, so that's actually nice. I like being able to buy those. Okay, perfect. Well, we just kind of make our units go around. I think the best case scenario here would be to do a skip. I'm gonna skip the one sniper over there. I'm gonna do that in the off time because I don't think there's any reinforcements on this map. I think that's the only reinforcements was the two White Wings, Paula and Catrium. Although it would be cool to have all three White Wings right now, but I don't know when we're gonna actually get Est. It could be like 5 chapters from now, for all I know. So I'm gonna do a small skip. Because you guys probably don't care to see a 1 curate get one-shotted by Minerva in the next second, so I'm going to do a nice skip. I'm going to get every single unit over here so we have, like, a nice pile of units ready to go across into the final area, and I'll be right back. See you all very soon. Okay, that took a little bit. So, we actually did have to deal with reinforcements, but due to the fact that I was still moving units like I said that I was going to be doing, I just skipped over them. They're still coming, I think there's still more. They've all been Pegasus riders, kind of like Catria and Paula. They're only coming in waves of 2, so honestly, you didn't really miss much. Drog and Kane kind of dealt with most of them. One actually made it over to Lena. I was trying to make it so she can get out of here safely, but they're kind of running her down, so I'm just going to put her in a faraway spot so they don't even think about going to her. And just completely put her over there for now, because I don't think we're going to be able to get her to be over where the rest of the team is. So, just in case, we're going to keep them a little bit away from the team, or her a little bit away from the team. I don't think they're going to spawn up there where she is, so I think we should be fine. But with that, let's actually make our way through this door now. I do have a couple of keys, so let's make our way through here. Oh wait, wrong character. I forgot, I've forgotten that's not Ogma. Ogma is the one with the door key. There we go, that works. I always get them confused. I shouldn't be getting them confused, like I said in the last one, since now that Navarre is a hero, it's a lot easier to tell who's who, because just due to the fact that we have 2 different models, they would be the same model if they were both heroes, or kind of like how they were both mercenaries before. I always got them confused, kind of like Cain and Abel, because it's so hard to tell which units are who when you don't have a UI that tells you when you just click on them. You have to like double click and do all this other thing. Well, you can kind of see it when you click on them once, but half the time you're trying to move your units like as fast as possible to make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing. Because I've always run into that problem where I don't know who I'm moving exactly until I'm directly on top of the unit and getting ready to move them, and then I find out it's not the right unit I actually want to move. So it's always just unfortunate when it comes to that, but honestly, it could be worse. We could be dealing with, what do you call it? We don't get any kind of UI, and it doesn't tell us who our units are whatsoever. So honestly, you know what? It could be worse. So honestly, I'll just take it with a grain of salt with how it is right now, because honestly, it's not the worst case scenario, and as you can see, they've been spawning over there, just attacking me every turn. I believe this is the 8th set, or not 8th, but there's been 8 White Wings, or Pegasus Knights that have attacked me, is what I'm trying to say. And this is the 4th set of them, other than Paula and Catria, which they didn't even attack me, so we don't even need to worry about them even saying, oh, the 5th set attacking me, because Catria and Paula didn't even try to attack us. They instantly recruited themselves, so we don't even need to worry here. Okay, as long as we can have a sturdy wall over there, we should be fine. I don't think we have to worry at all. And that is level 19 for Kane. Not bad, buddy. You have 1 more level until you won't be getting anything for your stats until we get you a, any kind of upgrade ability, because, you don't have that ability yet. We also got 1 more strength for Marth, by the way, in between, because they started attacking him as well. So, just to let you guys know what happened there, because if you're wondering why he's doing more damage now, that is indeed the reason, because I didn't mean to have him attack, and he ended up attacking. So he got a free level. So honestly, I'll just take it, because any kind of free levels is just nice to have. And honestly, any kind of stat increase that we get is honestly nice to have in general. So honestly, I'll take anything we can get. Ooh, Vulnerary. We're not going to hold on to it, but we can, if we ever need them for later, like the final chapter, we can throw a bunch of them on our units before we set out for the final chapter. So honestly, I'll take that. That definitely helps us. Minerva, honestly, I want Minerva to go in here. I want to have her start dealing with one of these knights, because I don't know if we need to really worry in here. Honestly, the best thing we can use in here would either be a Silver Lance or the Levin Sword. The Levin Sword's always going to do magic damage, but I believe it's a set magic damage, just like all our other magic. So Silver Lance might be able to pierce through the armor due to the fact that how much damage is inside her and her lance, since I believe the Silver Lance is going to be, I think it's like 16 might. It could be lower for all I know. I'm going to say it's probably a little bit lower, like 12 or something. I don't know the exact amount, but due to the fact that she has so much strength on top of that, it's going to pierce through that armor. How much armor you got? 15, yeah. Literally, that's her entire strength. So, the entirety of the lance, so yeah, 12 damage. Okay, so 12 might. There you go, perfect. That's the exact answer. Perfect, that actually helps out. Let's see here. Abel, how are you doing on defense? Can we just run you in there? Maybe. I want Hardin, honestly, to get that, because Hardin doesn't get to do much by himself. Because we've recently upgraded him, but he's always out of position due to the fact that how he starts is he's usually put in the very back when we first spawn him, and maybe that's why he's in the back, because the game knows he's gonna randomly just one-shot some person with 63 damage out of nowhere. Okay, you know what, you do you, game. Also, I need to make sure this general actually has any kind of long range. He doesn't. And we have an Armor Slayer on one of these guys, I'm pretty sure, so let me check that real quick. Yes we do. Hey, Mr. Knight. I heard you like, big old Armor Slayers right to your little armor plate here, so, I'll be seeing you later, buddy. 15 damage per strike. And we're gonna double him for sure. There's no way Navarre doesn't double here. So, I'm sorry, Mr. Knight, but you're out of here, buddy. I'm sorry. Down he goes. Not even a chance. If I didn't have the Armor Slayer, that probably wouldn't even have happened, but well, I'm not gonna let him get away for free. Honestly, that's not my thing, so you go down for just free for me, honestly. Let's see here, you have 4 HP. Do you have a Javelin? No, you don't. Okay, so there's no reason to even move you in there. Okay, we can throw you here, though. And then we can have you, Silver's, wait, let me make sure it's a Steel Sword. Actually, we don't have much. Okay, you only have Steel Swords, because we didn't give you any of the Silver Swords that we got from that one chapter, because I didn't buy any for the convoy, which I probably should have, honestly, but I forgot about it, so honestly, that's the reason why Cain and Abel don't have Silver Swords, because they weren't even in the chapter that even had them to begin with. So, and I completely forgot to throw any in the convoy or buy extra for them, because I didn't even think about it. But this is actually pretty easy here. Honestly, we've been having a nice, chilled time here, because we could be over-leveled. I don't think we're that over-leveled due to the fact that, what do you call it? I am using my money wisely, and I'm also positioning wisely. If I was positioning really stupid and just throwing units wherever, we would lose units constantly, I would think, because the game's all about positioning. It's not about your levels in this game, or stats or whatever. Well, your stats are important, but most of the things you actually need to worry about is actually just positioning. So as long as you have good positioning, you can actually get through most of this game just through that alone. Because as long as you're using your units wisely, and using their strengths, like Bantu here, he has his nice 18 armor. He's perfectly fine just sitting here. And then Kane here, with his 20 speed, he's only going to get hit once. He has 34 HP, so even if he does get hit, he's going to survive another hit. He's going to survive one hit no matter what. And then he has 11 defense on top of that and 16 strength. He's perfectly fine by himself. So Bantu here, normally it would have been Drog blocking there, but I was worried with all the White Wings and all the Pegasus Knights attacking that we wouldn't be able to move Drog back because they were chasing Lena down. So it looks like they're not doing that anymore. I guess we'll find out once we end our turn if they're stopped or not. I'm pretty sure we probably have like a couple more turns of them. Yeah, here they come. Like I said, I don't know how many there are. It could be like that one chapter with the, what was it, like 94 units that were attacking me that I told you about on Port Warren. Yeah, that was absurd. I did check to see if that ever happened again for the chapters that we previously did. This is like a long time ago when, let's see here. I didn't look for any reinforcements for the future chapters. The only thing I looked for was recruitable units because it says it outside of the chapter. Because you don't even have to click on it on the wiki to see who's recruitable on the chapter. So that helps out, so I don't even have to click on the chapter to see who's recruitable or anything. So all these are pretty much blind. The only little hint that I get is when we first start the episode, because in the previous ones lately we've been looking at the future chapter because it's always cool to see what's coming next. So honestly, I just like seeing what we're going to be dealing with next, because you never know, honestly. There could be a really cool chapter coming up, for all I know, and honestly, having a small sneak peek is honestly pretty cool, just to see what kind of, like, weird, wacky things we're going to be fighting next. Because for all I know, we're going to be fighting some, like, what was it, like, let's take Three Houses, for example. In Three Houses, they had those big old golem characters. I forgot exactly what the names were, but they also had the giant monsters as well. But, honestly, for all I know, there could be an enemy kind of like that. Not, like, as big or as, like, it's going to take up the entire map or whatever. But it's always a possibility that we might run into something that's, like, a really cool-looking enemy type that I've never seen before. So I like looking at what we might run into, because, honestly, it's like opening Pokemon cards. You never know what you're going to get until you open them, basically. So it's like, I like the little bit of, like, a hint of seeing what we're going to be dealing with, because it's always, like, cool to see all the maps, because all the maps are different, and I like how each one is designed in, like, it's perfectly designed in a way that there's specific strategies for each one. You don't have to go through anything a certain way. Like right here, if I bought a bridge key earlier, I could have went this entire path, and we could have skipped this entire left side of the map entirely, except for Marth, where he walked up to the village. But that's pretty much all we needed. If we needed the bridge key, we could have just stormed the castle right from the bridge, and the enemies didn't think that was going to happen. If you did have that ability to do that, that would definitely be funny. Because they wouldn't expect that whatsoever. And then they just see you storming the castle from the bridge that they just hoisted up just to stop you in the first place. That's hilarious, in my opinion. And it looks like the Lemon Sword only does 7 damage, which isn't bad, since we still hit for 14 damage. We'll definitely take 14 damage. It definitely helps us out here. Any kind of damage is good damage. I don't want to waste my Belong Nose on him, so I'm just going to L-Fire him, because 9 damage is 9 damage, and this guy ain't going to even think about attacking me, because he's not going to leave his little post here. He's blocking us from just walking on there and seizing the castle while he's in the castle, so he's not going to move whatsoever, so we don't even need to worry about that. I don't think he's going to give us 80 experience. I'm just going to make sure. 64? Maybe. You know what? I'm gonna try this. That's some free experience for Caeda. And there's always a chance she can get strength from this, even though we're waiting for her to get the ability to rank up to the next one to give her into her 9 points. But if we can somehow get that early, that would be nice, because then we can use that in order to help her become stronger and stronger, because of the fact that if she can get that 9 strength early, we can start throwing that one power ring that we have into her, and increasing her strength by 4. So that would definitely help her out, because 13 strength is not bad, and she can definitely help out the team, and we don't have to throw her off the team, because she's had some really hard times attacking enemies. So, honestly, I just feel bad for her. But let's actually go over to this little castle here, and let's seize this up. I'm gonna actually do a small little bookmark like we normally do, and let's seize the throne.
We searched every inch of the castle, but could not find the Blade of Light. As the rumors suggest, Garnef must have taken it to Caeda.
I see. Without Falchion, we cannot hope to defeat Medius. Altea's so close, but we must go to Caeda instead. Disappointing, but I have to tell the troops. Okay, and to be continued, like we usually do, we're gonna check out the little sneak peek. Like I said, I like checking these chapters out. It looks like a giant, and I mean giant desert. Okay, is that gonna affect my movement at all? Because, what do you call it? I don't know what the actual things that affect movement in this game are. I'm guessing, let's see here, let's see who this is. Caeda. Okay, Caeda. He doesn't look dangerous. Just a random bishop as the boss. No named boss here? That's strange. Really, there's no named boss here. Huh. That's actually really surprising. I kind of expected a named villain here, but there's not one visible anywhere. Okay, cool looking chapter. A name, anyways? Let's see here. Oh wait, we can't press the start button without selecting 15 troops. Okay, we'll see the chapter name and then we'll end this episode off. Because I don't want to go too far, because I don't want to get too much spoiled here. So let's see here. An Oasis of Magic. Okay, chapter 15. Oh, like I was saying, we're really close to the end of the game, because there's 25 chapters, and we're going into the 15th chapter in the next episode. That means we're getting really close to the final stretch of the game. That's not bad at all. I don't know how many episodes there's going to be left, because I don't know how long these chapters are going to be. If they were shorter chapters, we'd be able to fit 2 in 1 episode sometimes. But ever since the first episode, I haven't been able to do that, because we've never had a chapter that's less than an hour long, or 45 minutes. So it's always been normal-sized episodes, or a little bit extra, because normally the normal-sized episodes are 45 minutes. Or, it used to be 30 minutes, but I upped it up to 45 for story games and games like this, where there's a lot of planning and strategy involved, and I like to show off pretty much all of it, so that's the reason why these episodes are longer than most. And I'm not just gonna, I don't like cutting too much. Like, I don't like cutting to every single fight like that. It just doesn't feel like something that would be enjoyable. I know some people like cut up videos, but honestly I like the more raw kind of files, like raw footage videos, but with a little bit of cutting. Like what I do is like I cut and then I go to when I feel like it would be more enjoyable to watch, instead of just watching me run through a tree for like 20 minutes until we get every single unit through. I skip over small things like that, but for the most part I like keeping most of it in, because I just feel like it's more enjoyable to have the whole picture of the chapter for the most part. Although you kind of miss some things like the reinforcements starting to attack me, which I didn't even expect, because I felt like it was only going to be Katri and Paula, but apparently it was a whole wave of Pegasus Knights that randomly attacked me. I don't know how many. Could be 94, could be 12, could be 18. Let's go with 18. So literally, you never know how many units are going to attack you, and there's never a for sure suggestion that you are going to be attacked by reinforcements, so you never know. So honestly, whatever happens, you just run into it and you go on the fly and you make commentary that is enjoyable for your audience, because I like doing this. I have fun just making any kind of video game commentary for you guys, because it gives me time to sit back, relax, hang out with you guys, and get out of the sadness that's going on outside, because we have all this virus stuff going on. I'm stuck in the house for the most part. Although, I technically can go outside, is that it's not safe to go outside, and I just would rather just stay inside so I don't have the chance of catching the virus and getting my whole entire family sick, because although 2 of us are able to stay home because my stepdad works at home, because of the fact that his job allows it, my mom has to go to work every day. So she's going into Home Depot. That's where she works. I used to work there too. But she goes to Home Depot, she has to be in front of customers all the time. And honestly, making it a smaller chance for the family to catch it, make it so that no one has to worry about catching it. I wish my mom didn't have to go in there. I'll be honest. But she does it so we don't have to. That's what I'm pretty sure how she's taking it. And she tries to stay as clean as possible so she can't catch it. She tries to stay as far away from people as possible, although she is working a retail job where she has to talk to customers, and she always makes sure that she talks to customers because she's a really, really good employee. I've seen how she works when I was working there, because I used to be a cashier for Home Depot. My mom works in the tile department, and she actually does quite a lot. I'm pretty proud of her. She does so much for that company, and honestly, I wish she was given more respect by the company, honestly, because she does quite a lot. And I've seen how people work there, and there's some people that will literally run from customers. She'll actually make an effort to always greet the customer, always come up to somebody, make sure they got what they're needing, and always try and help them out as much as she can. Unless she's super busy, like she's already working on another customer, or this controller likes to turn off on me, but yeah, she always likes helping out people. So honestly, I just hope you guys are staying safe. Hopefully my mom stays safe with all this craziness going on, and everyone else out there is safe at home, trying to distance from people as much as they can so they don't catch anything and don't have to worry about anything like that. So with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in Chapter 15, An Oasis of Magic. Keep being spooky, peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you all in the next one. I couldn't think of an ending. So, see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.